And here we are in the KEXP live room. My name is Troy Nelson here at 90.3 KEXP, where we stream 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are live in Seattle, and we stream all over the world at KEXP.org. And I declare today is Jessy Lanza Day at KEXP. Thank you both so much for being here and taking the time to do this.
Wow, that is an honor.
Yes, absolutely. And if you're all ready, let's do this. Take it away.
Amazing. Thank you.
You are listening to Jessy Lanza live here on KEXP, playing songs from the new album Love Hallucination. Awesome. That is Jessy Lanza, live here on KEXP, playing songs from the new album, Love Hallucination. And we've been loving this new album here at KEXP, so thanks for sharing these songs with us live.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Of course. I need to know what that digital saxophone thing is. I didn't know that I needed that in my life.
It's a Roland Aerophone. It's an EWI, an electronic wind instrument. It's pretty Starship Troopers, but I really like it.
I need one all of a sudden. That sounds wonderful. So,
thank you.
Once again, loving this new album. And I have a few questions for you, if you don't mind. And I've been listening to you for years. And amongst all the hard work and heart that you put into the making of your music, sometimes you work with others to get to that ultimate destination. And I'm curious how instrumental people like Jacques Green and Jeremy Greenspan have been in the creation of your music.
Totally like an integral part. I love working with different producers. I always think the best music is made through teamwork. So it's really nice to work with other people and have people to bounce ideas off of, and it was great. Jacques Green came to my studio in LA, and we wrote Midnight Ontario off of my new record, Love Hallucination, and it was super, super fun.
And today you're with your sister on drums.
And my sister Angie is here, which is
so
fantastic.
Cool. Have you toured together before?
We opened for Yeji. What month was that?
It started in April.
Yeah.
April,
so this
March,
year.
yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. You have more tattoos than I do. Because I have 0.
I'm running out of space. Now. You got some catching up to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I borrow a few?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And it's so fun seeing sisters performing live together here at the station. So cool. Also, let's go way, way back, growing up and learning how to play piano and having your parents encourage you to sing in front of the camera for home movies. And it was around this time that Mariah Carey entered your life. Was this your first musical love?
My first was Janet Jackson, actually, but I also grew to love Mariah Carey. So
I'm always curious who people's first musical memory is. Not necessarily it's not always the direct influence, but somebody before we started having conscious choices who came into our lives.
If it was the first person who came in unconsciously, it would have been Joan Jett. I Love Rock and Roll.
Oh, cool.
I loved that song when I was a kid. Yeah.
Do you remember yours, Angie?
I mean, I don't remember Joan Jett. I remember a lot of Alaia. I remember a lot of Alaia playing.
Oh, yeah.
And Janet, of course.
Yeah.
Mariah as well, yeah.
And you went to school to learn music and jazz and then got into sampling. And I believe that a nice peek into your craft of becoming the artist that you've become is years ago, you took a 4-second loop from a song from the artist Nazinja and created the song It Means I Love You. Is this still how you build music, is loops and samples?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the bedrock of a lot of the music that I make is just spending time sampling music that I really love in my studio. Not always, but even sometimes a demo that starts with a sample can turn into something different or my own unique track.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And your dad had quite a synthesizer collection, is that correct?
He did, yeah. He was a teacher. He was a music teacher, but on the side, he had a PA rental company. Oh, cool. So he had our garage was full of speaker cabinets and all the stuff to set up a system in a club.
Awesome. I was also very curious, Jessy, what is it about the song Dirty Work by Steely Dan that holds a special place in your heart?
Well, our mom loves Steely Dan, so I think that's why it's extra special, but it's also just a really well-written song.
I haven't heard it.
Really?
I heard that you loved it, and I still need to check it out. But
do you ever listen to AM radio? Because if you turn that on for 5 minutes,
it'll pop up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You first became aware of DJ Swisha when your friend Sherelle showed you an import remix that he did for your song Never Enough, and then you actually got to meet him and see how he works on tracks. Did that change how you look at creating music?
Totally, because he does things really hard and fast and has a lot of fun doing it. I'm sure he gets in his head about things too, but when I hung out with him, he was just a lot of fun to be around and a lot of fun to make tracks with too.
Cool. So you're touring with your sister right now, and years ago, you had mentioned that the most played song in the van on that tour was Say You'll Say So by Jeffrey Landers. I'm curious what the song or artist that you're listening to now on this tour would be.
Wow, you're digging really, you're digging really deep. I feel very on the spot. I don't know. I'm looking at Angie if she can think of something.
Well, while you think of that, at one time you also said the best album for a long drive is the album Cupid's Head by The Field. Do you remember that record?
Yes.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, and I love The Field, but the CD was in a car that didn't belong to me, and it was the only CD in there, and it turned out to be a great record for the car.
Just left it in there?
It never left.
It never left.
The car left me, but I never...
I wonder if that CD is still in that car.
I bet it's still in the glove box.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention a couple artists, and I'm curious what they mean to you. Yellow Magic Orchestra.
Total legend, bedrock inspiration for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what about Patrice Rushen?
hero.
Hero.
Yeah.
I love that response.
She's just, yeah, I mean, she is an insane jazz musician. Like, she has crazy chops, but she really knows how to write a pop song, which I really admire.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, once again, I really appreciate you both taking the time to do this today, and it's nice to finally meet you. Been listening to your music for years. So.
Oh, thank you for having us. And in the car, we'll listen to lots of Eddie Chacon.
Eddie Chacon. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Love that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again. And once again, you've been listening to Jessy Lanza live here on 90.3 KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.